Welcome to Spotlight New England. I'm one of your hosts, Audrey McClelland.
And I'm Ashley Erling. We're taking you to Block
I was gonna
Island
say, that's a Block
today.
Island today.
Yep.
What is the name of that place called again?
Ballards.
Ballards, that's right.
Ballards. How do you not know Ballards?
I know. Oh, I've been to Ballards once. That's it.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
I've been
My only trip to Block Island.
Oh, that's right. That's
Yeah.
right. I've been a handful of times, I would say. Listen,
Beautiful shot, though, right there.
They make it fun. They do make it fun for everyone.
They do.
They know what they're doing over there.
They had a lot of mudslides.
It's a popular
slide-in.
How good would a mudslide be right now?
It'd be really good right now.
Right?
We still have 30 minutes.
Are you a mudslide fan?
Actually, I do love a mudslide. I don't really do like a lot
They're
of drinking
heavy.
like that.
They're heavy, so I don't really have those a lot. But there's something about having one in the summer.
It just is so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that.
Funny that it's like a Rhode Island kind of thing.
It is more Rhode Island thing. It is, but I do like them.
Well, it's a What We're Loving Day, and I feel like, yours kind of ties in with a great mudslide in a way.
Oh, it actually would.
Right?
Yes. So I've been on the hunt for just some like Turkish cotton beach towels. And so the Gilded Aura, so there's a store in California. They have, I'm going to have you feel this one. So my daughter just swims every day. We live near the beach.
Love
and these are just like very lightweight. They're sand resistant, which I was telling you about.
Yeah.
And most of all, they're also a quick dry.
Yeah.
It's like, when you go to the beach or something and the towels are soaking wet.
I know all about it.
Yeah.
I know all about it.
That's tough.
So we've been walking over to the little beach by our house, and it's just like a little, a little neighborhood kind of a thing.
Yeah.
And we've obviously been bringing the kids and the towels, and they get soaking wet.
Yes.
And then they're sharing them, and then there's like stuff all over. So
these are great.
These to take.
I was gonna say they're also lightweight and really like packable, which again you could like shove a bunch of these into like a big beach bag. But I loved it because like Gilded Aura, it actually means golden hour. And I didn't know this. I was kind of just looking up on the website because it's a really beautiful website too.
Yeah.
And the towels are beautiful. I mean, I know you're not really getting the best view of them, but they did say, so it's capturing, the golden moment when land, sea, and light all meet together.
These are
That's
really
the
pretty.
golden
You know
moment.
what I like about these too? Because they are chic.
Yeah.
You can kind of use them like if you are sitting out at night as like a blanket. Like it's not just
it's
you know
true.
what I mean?
Right.
Like just a little layer to like throw on over you as well.
This one says Nantucket. Like they have a bunch of different towels.
Oh, I love that.
I thought
they have all different ones.
All different towels, and I just love these. So this is
I like that.
Loving this
and
week.
they look. I'm all about the aesthetic.
This
if
is
they
very
look cute,
aesthetic.
like hanging out, even if you like hung them over your railing at your house to dry.
Yeah, I know you'd probably like this one.
Yeah, they look cute.
Yeah,
I like how
that's what I'm loving.
It's
a
all
little,
about looking
beach
cute.
thing. A little beach thing.
No, those are good. We talked about this the other day. There is still summer left.
There's still a lot of time left.
We have at least a month of beach days still ahead
you know
of
what?
us.
And again, I know you got married early October, but I do remember
It's warm.
doing like beach walks still, honestly, probably like into early November.
Yeah.
Not like in a bathing suit,
Yeah.
but it's still warm enough to enjoy.
Absolutely.
New England.
This is actually getting to be the best time of New England.
It is because it's been so hot.
Yeah.
Now we're kind of like hopefully on the low down.
I actually love when you kind of get back into that just not cold, not cold at all,
not cold,
but just like you're like, oh okay, like I'm not sweating, and you can get in your car and it's not like super hot.
Right.
So that's like the best time here.
So that's what do you love?
Okay. Well, I'm loving.
Is that who I think it is?
It is who you think it is.
It is.
So
who I think it is.
So Sue Bell, who everybody knows and loves, but she goes by Sue Bell in Palm Beach normally, but she's been Sue Bell in New England this summer. So this is the second summer that she has been pretty much living in New England. I think she's residing, I want to say, in the Newport area, but she has events up in Boston, whatever. So last week...
It's a beautiful cover.
It's a beautiful cover. I haven't actually really dove too much into the book itself yet because I had a couple novels I was finishing up. But last week, she posted that this is a little random, was doing an appearance at the Grist Mill.
You're right.
So I have a photo. I popped over after work, and I met Sue Bell at the Grist Mill.
She's adorable.
She was chic as she can be.
What did she have on it?
Audrey, I wish that I had asked her where it was from, but it probably would have obviously been something very, either like vintage or something very high end. It was a pantsuit.
Oh, it is a suit.
It was not a dress. It was pants, and it was so chic because the entire thing, top to bottom, was ruffled.
Yes, that's okay. That's
the
what I'm
pants
seeing.
too. Oh my God, it was so chic, and it was like hot pink. So obviously, she was sitting because she can't stand for like hours on end while she's meeting people. So I had to crouch down, and you can't see the full breadth of her outfit. But she looks so chic.
Yeah.
She's very classy. She's just a woman to admire.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
She's such a great influencer.
I bought her book. She signed it. She signed everyone's. I mean, I'm not anything special, but to Ashley, much love, Sue Bell.
Hey, it says to Ashley, right?
And she spelled my name right, which, you know,
always a plus.
It was just honestly like, it was exciting to meet her. It was very brief. She's doing a lot of different things and appearances.
Yeah.
I give her a lot of credit for having the energy that she has.
Right.
I don't remember how old she is exactly.
How old is she?
But I think she's in her 80s.
Yeah, she looks amazing.
She looks fantastic. She looked fantastic in real life. She is spirited. She is
exactly what you want her to be.
She's just a class act.
I love that. I gotta get that book.
So I love that she's like bopping around New England. You'll see her pop up in Newport. I think she has an event in maybe Boston this week. So people have been meeting and greeting with her and things like that. And then she'll go back to Palm Beach, which I love now, Palm Beach, because that's where we had my bachelorette a year ago.
Yeah, a year ago, right about now.
So I just love everything about her. So it was really fun to meet her and grab her book and then just, you know, see her around New England.
I love it. I love these Wednesdays with our little favorite things.
Aren't they fun?
I was actually looking forward to this today.
Me too.
I was.
Yay.
Well, make sure you stick around because we have more to come on Spotlight New England. Welcome back to Spotlight New England. Our next guest, we're so excited to have her here with us this morning. We have Jolles, who is the founder and CEO of Grace Trail, which we're going to learn all about, and just so appreciate you taking the time today to be with us and just to talk more about this movement and this passion of yours. So thanks for being with us.
Well, it's really an honor. You know, when this whole thing started, who would have ever guessed that I get to sit and talk to you two about the Grace Trail.
Well, I love that. And let's dive right in for our viewers then. Okay. Talk to me about the Grace Trail and really the movement and, why you wanted to make sure that this was created.
Okay. So actually it was created out of my human struggles. It wasn't like I was developing a theory. It really was a way at one of the hardest points in my life and in my family's life to cope. And it's Grace Trail is an acronym for gratitude, release, accept, challenge, and embrace. And those words came to me when I was in a really difficult time, and I really mean came to me, okay? Wow. I saw them and I was like, those are great words in the word grace. And later on that day, I started asking questions like, okay, Ann, life's tough, but what can you be grateful for? What do you need to release to move forward? What's calling out for acceptance? How can I challenge myself to move forward? And E is for embrace. What can you embrace as possible? Started asking them. Every time I asked them, I felt better. My husband joined me one night and said, let's go do Grace together. And it really went onto a trail when my son was in combat in Afghanistan. He made it home. And I was struggling again, and I discovered that I often find my best answers when I'm outside in nature walking, and the universe, accompanies me on my walks, and that's where my answers were found. Wow. And so I decided to take these 5 wonderful words, these 5 wonderful questions, put them out on a trail in Plymouth, Massachusetts, where I lived, and to walk it so that I could feel better. And then people discovered it. I'd go out there and people would be walking it, and they'd be in groups, and I found wedding parties and reunions, family reunions. Really? And I was like, I think I'm onto something here.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool.
It is so cool. It's, the word manifest comes up for me, but somehow it all happened, and it was partly me believing and knowing that it was right for me, but what I really needed, I didn't know that other people needed also. So it's now gone nationwide. I have 12 licensed trails across the country and universities, schools. It's unbelievable, and it's such an exciting time on Grace Trail. There's such a momentum and excitement.
So when you started off, that wasn't the ultimate goal for you.
No, the ultimate goal was to get through the day.
Wow.
And I did. And my husband will tell you, it gave us a way to talk, and it pulled us together during a really hard time versus pain and can push you apart.
Yeah.
Well, we had a common language to sort of process what was going on, and we simply asked the questions and then ready, listened.
Right.
No one listens anymore.
It's true. We always say that.
They don't. And so that's the magic of Grace Trail, is having the 5 powerful questions. You can do it yourself. You can ask yourself and listen for your answers, or if you're lucky, have a companion that wants to walk, or a group.
Right.
You can walk it, and the most important thing is asking the question, you being courageous enough to answer it, and then listening. It's really a give and take. And
take us through a little bit deeper how one would actually do this if they went to the Plymouth one, for example, let's say. And they what do they do? Do they pull up a website? Do they just show up? Do they have to write something down? Take us through the experience a little bit.
The nice thing about Grace Trail is, in this digital high-tech world, this is a human experience where your feet are on the ground walking in nature, or you can do it really anywhere. It doesn't have to be on a trail.
Right.
But we'll get into that. But your question is, how do you do it?
Yeah.
And you'd be surprised. People can be very sort of, they get nervous when you have to answer.
Right?
Oh, because you got to be vulnerable.
It's even like meditation.
Yeah.
You think, oh, I could meditate, and then you sit down and you're like, never mind, I'll just turn on the TV.
Yeah, and plus some of these answers are not that easy. You know, you start with gratitude. You find your footing with gratitude, and the other questions help you find your way, because those answers are not that easy.
Why is gratitude at the beginning?
Well, I don't know, because grace starts with G. I'm telling you, I did not sit down and format this and craft this. This was, it was delivered to me.
Delivered to you.
Yeah, and I was just lucky to be listening. And I wrote it down, and it was actually in one day. And I'm not religious. I was saying to myself, I need to step into a state of grace at the time it happened, and I meant, there's the eye in the storm, and I can't get there. That's what I was talking about. And that's when it came to me. And all I can say is, I received it, I wrote it down, and I used it, and then it just has grown in ways I never imagined.
Yeah.
And when I said answering these questions can make people feel vulnerable, so the nice thing about Grace Trail is it comes with some suggestions for how to make it safe for anyone to answer. Because you can imagine if you walk on the Grace Trail at work, which people do, in groups and teams and things like that, you can't always answer the question because maybe you'll get in trouble. Or so the first rule on the Grace Trail is you can keep your answer private if you need to. Believe it or not, some people feel a little uncomfortable even saying what they're grateful for.
Yeah.
So as soon as you tell people they don't have to answer, they're like, oh, okay.
It's like a release.
I can do this, And the next one is to listen as enthusiastically as you wish to be heard. And then trust the trail. Just trust the questions. And let me think. I forgot the other one, but maybe it'll come to me.
It's really powerful, I think, to join kind of what you're saying, like this mentality, but to your point, to go outside and have something tangible, have your feet on the ground.
That's exactly right.
What is it about that, do you think, and it's probably different and subjective for everyone, but what is it about that you think is people are connecting with, or what is the power in that?
Well, it's very interesting because I think it's most powerful outside. And I say to people, invite your imagination out for a walk. No self-judgment, no negative self-talk. Just trust the questions. Ask the question, walk. So when you're walking, you're breathing, you're standing up straight, it's when energy can move out of your body. And your Plymouth happens to be in the most beautiful place that could be. It's along the harbor, the Grace Trail walk. And so that certainly helps. If you bring these questions to an inspirational point, your answers are different. Because you're inspired, you're elevated, you feel good. It helps you to move to a different spot.
I feel like, for me, it's like if you're out in nature or by the water or something, it helps you to put everything into perspective that probably whatever thing is bothering you might not be as big as it is in your own head, because the world is so big, the universe is so big, it kind of maybe helps show you that. So that you feel small, but in a good way.
I think it does, yeah. And sometimes before I walk, I go, okay, universe, send me a sign. I'm going in the right direction, you know. And it's amazing what shows up. It really is amazing. So walking, I think, is really important.
Yeah.
I think outside makes a huge difference.
Yes.
And certainly who you choose to walk with can make a difference. But the nice thing is that kids are walking it. They have it in their classrooms. There's a school in Connecticut. They have a trail around the school.
What a great idea.
They also have Grace Trails in the classroom. I had the, during National Grace Trail Month, which is May, the same month as Mental Health Awareness, I walked with all the elementary school kids in Connecticut, and right in their classrooms. I mean, they integrate the language of resilience, which is the Grace Trail. It's really a language of resiliency, but they're getting it when they're young. I wish I had that when I was young.
It's especially important
That's actually a very good point.
Kids because at this time that we're in with so much digital, some of them don't even really know things outside of digital. At least we have that touch point. So.
Absolutely. What are some of the questions?
Okay, so there's only 5 of them.
Okay.
And you know, certainly when I'm talking to a kindergartner, I change. I don't change the questions. I change the prompts to the questions. So the first question is, and you're welcome to join me if you want to answer any of these. Feel free. You know the rules. You don't have to.
I know. I'm like, let me see. Hold on. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah. Nope. There's no pressure. The first one is, what am I grateful for?
Okay.
And that's where you go into your heart and you look around your heart and you see what's in there that brings joy. What makes you happy? Or that's as simple as the first question. And I love to say that gratitude, you get your feet on the ground, you find your footing, you sit up straighter because it feels good, and you're looking at what's going right.
Yeah.
And the next question is, what do I need to release? And when I'm talking to kids, I might say, you know, what if you were carrying a big heavy boulder and it slowed you down? What's that boulder look like? You know. So, but what do you need to release? But so letting go, it makes room for more to enter. Next question is, what do I need to accept?
Oh,
okay, yeah, it gets a little messy in the middle.
It does. I was going to say that one's tricky. That's a tricky one.
That's one you might want to try. No, it is tricky. But what you're doing is you're navigating through the challenges of your life. And the next question is, what's my next challenge? And by that I mean, it's not your to-do list. What do I got next on my to-do list? It is, how do I want to challenge myself? Move in the direction of my energy.
Look at it as a positive.
Yeah, where do you want to be? Where do you want to put your energies? We waste so much time. So how do I want to challenge myself? And the last one is embrace. What can I embrace as possible in my life?
Wow.
Yeah, and that's where I say bring your imagination to that. Really think big. Look at the horizon. Look at the stars and the moon and the
now understanding why being outside is such a great way to do this.
Absolutely. Because it also distracts you. Some of the questions is sort of like they're thought interrupters. It's like you're having a bad day or whatever, and the same thing's going through, and you ask these questions, and it's like curiosity wakes you up.
Yeah.
Curiosity takes you in a different direction.
Right.
And that's why it's lovely that it's questions.
I love this.
I don't have anyone's answers. I have some really good questions. And, you know, the signs might be on a path, but really the questions help people create their own path.
Yeah.
That's really what happens. And there's sort of a magic to it that I certainly can't explain.
Yeah.
But I hear from people every day. And on my website, gracetrail.com, we have an impact page where we're collecting the impact it has on people. And I can't say enough for the courageous people who have shared their stories of how Grace Trail helped them walk away from suicide. I'm talking serious, serious life challenges.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah, transforming. There's one professional in there who says it transformed her life. We met at the Conference for Women. Briefly, I have kits and things that she hung up in her kitchen, so she walked the trail when she's home. Every day it's on her kitchen walls. So that's not outside.
Really what you make of it. And where, so head to the website.
Yes.
And that's where our viewers that are watching now can find more, where they are, all that information.
Yes. Yeah, they're all across the country. All of the trails are on gracetrail.com. And so, like I said, there are 12 licensed trails, but the big news is that the VA is putting in a trail at the Brockton campus in Massachusetts.
That's huge.
That's amazing.
Huge.
Yeah.
Because as a mother, this is like a story that comes right around to the beginning now,
Right.
where it really went onto a trail when I was struggling with my son in combat in Afghanistan, and now the VA has reached out and said,
That's
you know,
amazing.
it's amazing.
It's
Maybe
incredible.
you guys can come.
I would love that.
We'll
Yeah,
let
please
you know
keep us
What a
because I
full
love.
circle moment for
It's
you.
a full
Yeah.
circle moment, and
Huge.
yeah, it's huge. And I just heard from a university, actually UMass Boston. They have a group of graduate students who are putting together a proposal to research the impact of Grace Trail walking outside.
Unbelievable.
Amazing.
So,
That's amazing.
I hope
Next
what a
everybody
time I
fabulous
see you.
idea.
checks it out for sure. Thanks so much for being here.
Thanks
what
for
a great
having me.
conversation.
Thanks.
This was
You guys
wonderful.
are great.
Yes,
Thank
Wonderful.
you
Thank
very
you.
much.
And make sure you stick around. We have more to come on Spotlight New England.
Well, the cool stuff always happens around here.
It's very true.
Right? Like
right.
all roads lead to Rhode Island, in my opinion. And
Somehow.
New England, but Rhode Island really seems to be at the center of it all. Recently, a very rare card, like a sports card,
Yes.
was found. I'm gonna let Barbara Ron go ahead and explain it to you. Check it out.
Has everyone talking, could be worth upwards of $5 million. And it was pulled right here during the Roadie Breakers usual live stream for only $515.
Debut patch is... Oh my god.
It was just another Monday night live stream for the man who shares his name with his passion, Christopher Card, when suddenly the most sought after basketball player card was pulled in this small North Kingstown shop.
Feels like 1 in a million.
Baseball Cards of Rhode Island has been around for 38 years, and although they're no strangers to high-worth cards coming from their shop, this Cooper Flag one tops them all.
It was just kind of surreal because that's the card everybody's chasing, but you don't expect to be the one to pull it.
In the competitive card collecting world, Breaking is a live stream event where a host opens sealed cards in real time for a group of buyers that have purchased a spot ahead of the live stream. Meaning, in the case of Roadie Breakers, the person ends up with the cards of the team spot they purchased. The person who won this card had paid $515 for the Dallas Mavericks team spot, and the shop is currently holding the card and has it proudly displayed alongside the $45 box and pack it came in. This last basketball season was the first time basketball cards included the debut patches the rookies wore in their first NBA game.
Fanatics cut those patches off their jerseys, and there's only one of them from that one jersey, and they insert it into the card with autograph, and it's a numbered 1 of 1. Just to hit one of those, not necessarily that player, the odds are 1 every 195,000 packs.
The 19-year-old Mavericks rookie is a New England native. He was the first overall pick in the 2025 NBA draft, and sports enthusiasts have high hopes for the young player.
I couldn't believe that it was pulled in Rhode Island, so I was like, I gotta go see it. I gotta go see the redemption. I gotta go see where it was.
So
All
cool.
right. It's a very big deal.
So I
One of
feel
one.
like the card thing, this is maybe just my perception of it, but I feel like it's almost having this kind of like comeback.
Yes,
like,
it
I think
totally
that,
is.
That there was, you know, when we were younger and even younger than us, actually,
Yeah.
or older than us, but you know what I'm saying. Collecting cards was a big thing.
Yeah.
And then I feel like it kind of went away.
Right.
But now I think it's huge because I know my stepson collects soccer cards and your sons
They do like baseball and football.
Don't they do like also
and Pokemon? Yes, because like they're worth a lot of money.
The Pokemon ones are big too. I
Yeah.
was actually just reading a book and they were referencing the Pokemon cards in
Yeah.
a book and like, you know, it was fictional, but they were like found a rare one. So
yeah.
I feel like this is
It's a big deal.
again kind of like
Recycling back.
yeah, having like a little bit of a comeback, which is really cool.
Yeah,
So, of
yeah.
course.
Cool story. Very
Always
cool
in
story.
Rhode Island. Thanks for joining us today on Spotlight New England. We'll see you next time.